Which is better, up the front? Better to have the camera at the front or at the back? Okay, well today it's week 15. We have this week, next week, week after next, and then it's the final exam. And I've decided some things to go in the final exam, everyone. Look at the, you cannot see this. Okay, in the exam in week 18, the good news about the car repair, page 74. I'm going to ask you to fill in the blanks in the exam. Page 74, we have a car repair story here. That will be an exam, filling in the blanks there. And also in the exam will be a similar fill in the blanks to this good news about the prize. It's not a car, it's a iPad or a phone, I've forgotten. It's a similar kind of story. Top saleswoman. Not for the year, but for the month. So it's not a car, it's a iPad, some kind of device in the exam. Then, also in the exam, week 18 is this shoe scramble stories. The bad news, page 97, we have a shoe scramble story. And I'm going to ask you to unscramble the sentences there. And also the jog factory bad news. Page 96, that's also in the exam, paragraph 1. And today we're going to do some things today. Page 98. The sentences here, they're not, I don't know if they're bad news or not. So today, I think that's the first activity today, first activity. they're not there. I don't know what happened to them. Put them up in a minute. Look, everyone, let's go on to complaints. Page 99. Please, everyone, look at page 99. We have a new type of message. Okay, you have a bad news. Okay. The writer has bad news for you. The reader is losing something. And the reader is going to be unhappy reading the bad news message. In a complaint, on the other hand, the writer is unhappy. The writer has a problem. They're telling the reader about their problem. They want some help. They have a complaint. They're not happy. Okay, so the writer is unhappy. In a complaint, page 98, okay, they didn't get something, or something's broken, or the thing didn't arrive. The writer's unhappy. They want the reader to do something about it. In the bad news, okay, it's not really the writer who's unhappy, it's going to be the reader who's unhappy. Bad news about losing your job. That's not. It's the reader's going to be unhappy about the reader losing his or her job. In the complaint, it's the writer who's unhappy, and they want the reader to do something about it. Okay, so let's look at the structure on page 99. First paragraph is the background, the situation. Everyone say background. It's a bit like the situation in a bad news message. First you get the situation in the bad news message. Similarly, same way in a complaint, you have the situation or the background. In the second paragraph, you have the complaint. Everyone say the complaint. Everyone say the complaint. Complaint. What's the problem? What are you unhappy about? And that corresponds to, in the bad news, which is the bad news. Then in the third paragraph, you say what you want the reader to do. Oh, wait. In the second paragraph, everyone, you're going to have the damage. What is the damage as a result of your complaint? It may also, look around page 99, it says, second paragraph, it may also be necessary to mention any cost which you have incurred or any other inconvenience that has been caused. Any cost which you have incurred or any other inconvenience that has been caused. Everyone, this is the damage. Everyone say damage. Let's say resulting damage. Everyone, resulting damage. What is the cost or the inconvenience that you have experienced as a result. Resulting damage. Then, third paragraph, everyone, what do you want the reader to do? This is a request. Everyone say request.
Request.
Everyone, request. Request.
Request.
Say request.
Request.
What do you want the reader to do? And also in this third paragraph, we may also have a threat. A threat. A threat.
A threat.
Everyone say threat.
Threat.
If you threaten someone, you say, what do you say? You say, be careful. If you don't do this, then I'm going to hurt you. Like I tell the student, okay, student, you don't do the homework, I will fail you. That's a threat. If you don't do the homework, you will fail. I will fail you. That's a threat. In the book, if you're not willing to do this, I'll be forced to look for a new supplier. That's not good for the reader. They're going to lose money. They're going to lose money if the writer looks for a new supplier. Everyone, I'd like you to read this sentence with me. I'd like you to read this sentence with me. Everyone say, if you are not willing. Everyone, if you are not willing. If you're not willing to do this, I will be forced. I will be forced to look for a new supplier. Okay, so this is a threat. It's saying, unless you do this, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to hurt you by not dealing with you, but by dealing with another person. So, what do you think? Does the reader feel good being threatened? No, it doesn't feel good. And so, look everyone, you don't want to, it may be necessary to use a threat, but it's better not to do this in the first letter. It is not good to assume the reader will not do as you ask in the first letter. See this? Page 99. It's not good to assume the reader will not do as you ask in the first letter. So don't threaten the reader in the first letter. It is better not to give the impression that you don't think you're going to do it. If you do make some kind of threat, do not threaten more than you have the power to or willing to do. Okay, in the third paragraph, everyone, we have a request and we may have a threat, but not a good idea to threaten in the first letter. Not a good idea to threaten in the first letter. And lastly, in the fourth paragraph, again we have a polite close. Everyone say polite close. Everyone, polite close.
Polite close.
The end. Okay, so try to connect the complaint to the bad news. Difference is In the complaint, it's the writer who's unhappy. And in the bad news, it's the reader who's going to be unhappy. Okay, so you found that one pretty quickly. There's a scramble there. Page 98. Page 98. We have I made a mistake. I didn't intend to put all 7 there, but there are 7, and they're similar but not the same as the sentences on page 98. Okay, this one here. Our company policy requires cash for orders of, on orders of $1,000 or less. Okay, our company policy requires cash on individual orders of $1,000 or less. And look, that's similar in the book to the last one here. Number 7 in the book, which is in the exam, I think. Our company policy allows discounts on orders okay, the last one on page 98. Too big. Number 7 in the book, which is in the exam, our company policy allows discounts on orders of $1,000 or more. Our company policy allows discounts on orders of $1,000 or more. But on the site now, it's our company policy requires cash on individual orders of $1,000 or less. So the difference in the book is allows discounts on individual orders. On the site, it's our company's policy requires cash. Okay, so in the book and then in the exam, week 18, it's going to be our company policy allows discounts on orders of $1,000 or more. But it's similar, no? Similar. And all the others are similar to, I think, to some extent. So there's number 6 here in the book. Number 6. In the book 6, our company requires all orders wait. Our company policy requires our company policy requires that all orders that all orders be paid within that all products be paid within 30 days of delivery. That's not correct either. Of being delivered. Number 6. Our company policy requires that all orders be paid within 30 days of being delivered. Oh, that's difficult, no. Difficult. This is going to be an exam though. I've decided to put this in the exam. Our company policy requires that all orders be paid within 30 days of products being delivered. Everyone, I'd like you to repeat that with me, everyone. Say that. Our company policy. Everyone say our company policy requires that all orders be paid within 30 days of products being delivered. That's going to be an exam. Oh, is that too difficult? Shall I put that exam or not? But it's similar under this one on the site now. This one here, again with the discounts. Our company policy allows discounts on all on orders paid within 30 days of being delivered. That's a bit simpler. Everyone say that. Our company policy. Everyone say our company policy allows discounts on orders, paid within 30 days of being delivered. Being delivered. Where's the 30 days? Where's the 30? Within his 30 days of being delivered. That's not an exam. This other one in the book is in the exam, more difficult one. And in the okay, that's on the site. In the exam, it's going to be our company policy requires. All orders be paid within 30 days of products being delivered. Someone put that in the exam. Everyone say, our company policy requires. All orders be paid within 30 days of products being delivered. So this one here, but it's similar, the sentence is similar to this one in the book. Number 6. Yeah, the meaning is very different. Sentence is similar in 6. And this one here, returning your purchase 10 days earlier would make you eligible for a 10% discount. Everyone, let's read that together. Everyone say, returning your purchase 10 days earlier would make you eligible for a 10% discount. That's kind of similar to two of these sentences in the book, everyone. In the book, number 4 and number 5. Number 4, we would appreciate it if you could return your purchase 10 days earlier. And using our online service will make you eligible for a 15% discount. So we've got two sentences here which are similar to number 4 and number 5. Make it similar to this one on the site. Turning your purchase 10 days early would make you eligible for a 10% discount. Meaning is different, but the grammar is similar. The structure is similar. Take a break, everyone, 10 minutes break. Judy, can you turn the camera off? Thanks.